Roger, let me first ask how you got into this space, because there's so many disruptors that I think almost came out of left field. You know, if you told me a year ago a meat replacement for my burger was going to taste good and the texture was right, I would not have believed you. And now I'm eager to try it.
Absolutely. So we traveled to Silicon Valley, my team and me, for the last 5 years. And I tell you, the products at the beginning, it was not fun. You could see they're trying hard. The last 24 months, there's a game changer. The products become mass market available, the products are good, and the meat eaters love it. So it's not a vegan, vegetarian product anymore. It's really something for the mass market, and the prices are coming down now.
Has the success of Beyond Meat, you know, especially next to the other flops that we've seen in IPOs, made it harder for you to invest in these companies? I mean, has the price just gone up?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Every startup feels good, feels confident, and we have to invest a little bit more money to get a piece of it.
What do you think is the next Beyond Meat? Because that already, you know, doubled, tripled after it hit the market. I know you've got a lot of others that are probably poised to come to market soon. What do you think the next IPO candidates are?
If I would have to do a wild guess, I think Impossible Foods. It's a burger too. They just did around $300 million. Valuation, we hear different figures, but I think that could be the next.
Is it only about burgers? I mean, I see so many companies in your portfolio that also look like, you know, they're fish replacements, and other companies that are, it looks like, just want to make vegetarianism sound appetizing, which to, you know, a red-blooded American meat eater like me is a difficult sale.
Yeah, now it's a little bit about burger at the moment. So they both push the burger, but Beyond Meat has an amazing sausage that sells pretty well in our test here in Germany now. And there's fish. Obviously, you know, the dairy disruption is already over 15% in the United States. So there are products from fish to beef to pork, chicken. Everybody's working on every product.
So what's the next big thing after burger? I mean, is it going to be the fish replacements that you think come, or is it a harder sale?
I think chicken is next.
Chicken.
Chicken.
So there can be a chicken replacement.
Yeah, they're already here. They're amazing. They're not in the market. It's production capacity is ramping up, but chicken will be the next.
So, and how widespread are these products becoming? You know, we heard from our own Mark Cudmore on the MLive blog about Beyond Meat about a year ago. Now I'm starting to see the burgers pop up in Berlin. How quickly can they get distributed globally?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and this is actually the problem of the industry. We have kind of a Tesla moment here. So this startups, that's why they're raising so much money. The first step was to do R&D to come to a point where the product is tasty, and now the next step is to ramp up the production capacity. So I guess to roll it out in Europe will take another few months, maybe 12 months. They start at selected locations to sell the products. It takes some time.
What are the margins like? I mean, you mentioned that you've got to get when we were talking during the break, that you've got to get the taste right, the texture right, and the price point right. Although I imagine, you know, affluent people around the world are willing to pay a little bit more if they think they can fight climate change with a good tasting replacement.
They do. And obviously when you cannot deliver enough products, you want to keep the price point high at the moment. It will go down. I mean, Ethan Brown told me he wants to undercut meat in about 2 years. Let's see if that's possible. Maybe it takes a little bit longer. At the moment, they are all ramping up production capacity because the consumer wants the product.